Hello and welcome to the first edition of Council Connection, Together Strengthening Our Communities. I'm Council Chair Dannielle Glaros. Summer is just around the corner, and whether you are a youth seeking employment or a business or nonprofit ready to hire a young person, stay tuned. This is the first edition of Council Connection, Strengthening Our Communities is just for you.
Hi, my name is Sam with the BBB, and our mission is to protect you, the consumer, from false advertisements, scams, and unsafe products. Like faulty skateboard wheels or bad skywriters. Sometimes you think you're getting this, but it's more like this. Or this.
But it's a little more like this.
Whether it's your plumber
Or your cameraman.
the BBB has the info you need. We'll even help you settle your complaint.
I thought it would be bigger.
So did I, Bob.
The BBB, it's where you go to know.
Welcome to Council Connection, Together Strengthening Our Communities, a Prince George's County Council production. Working together, we are making tremendous progress in our county to ensure that we have quality health care, solid transportation options, jobs that pay well, a strong neighborhood quality of life, high-performing schools, and successful local businesses and neighborhood centers. It's time now for Council Connection, Together Strengthening Our Communities, with your host, Council Chair Dannielle Glaros.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for the edition of Council Connection, Together Strengthening Our Communities. This program is a production of the Prince George's County Council, and I'm your host, Council Chair Dannielle Glaros. Most of us can fondly recall that first summer job. I know I do. Well, summer will be here soon, and there are many opportunities for young Prince Georgians seeking work, internships, or job training. I want to welcome my first guest, Walter Simmons, the Executive Director of the county's Workforce Board and the Workforce Services Division of the county's Economic Development Corporation. And I'm honored that you could join us here today, Walter. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We're going to explain a little bit more about some of the valuable information we have available here for our young people who want to work this summer and those who want to hire them. Welcome to this edition of Council Connection, Together Strengthening Our Communities. So Walter, why don't you talk to me a little bit about the Workforce Services Division, but also particularly what the programs are that you offer for our youth in the county?
Well, the Workforce Services Division is one of the contractors of the Prince George's County Workforce Board. We offer two key programs, our Knowledge Equals Youth Success and our Youth Career Connections, both targeted at serving youth ages 14 to 24 in Prince George's County, connecting them with employment opportunities, internships, work experiences, and of course, summer employment opportunities throughout the county.
And how do youth get involved in those programs?
So you can come in through your schools if you're in the Youth Career Connect school. That's Parkdale, Potomac, Bladensburg, or Fairmont. If you're into a career academy in healthcare or IT, talk to your career counselor, guidance counselor to say, hey, I'm interested in a Youth Career Connect program. If you're not in one of those high schools, or if you're in out of school, 18 to 24, come into an American Job Center in Largo, 1801 McCormick Drive, or just give us a call at 301-618-4650 and say what everybody else says. Say you're looking for a job, you're looking for a better opportunity. They'll point you in the right direction. And we also have two other providers of youth services under our board, which is the Latin American Youth Center, as well as the newest addition, which I'm very excited about, at the Bridge Center at Adams House, which is our Eckerd Youth Alternatives. We actually have a youth center in Adams House launching in May.
And share with us a little bit more about Adams House. Where is that in the county? What services can people get through Adams House?
So Adams House is in Suitland, across from Suitland High School. And the Bridge Center is a new county initiative supported by County Council and the County Executive, designed at providing a second chance, whether it be for a returning citizen, whether it be for a youth or young adult who wants to start a new path. But we also have specific services for veterans, dislocated workers, victims of domestic violence. It's an opportunity for anybody in the county that's looking for a fresh start, and we provide services ranging from food pantry services, a clothes closet, on to free training opportunities.
So let's go back and dig in a little bit more with the Youth Career Connect. It was really exciting. Last week I got to go to the career fair, and there were several juniors and seniors from Fairmont Heights and Parkdale High School who were there with their resumes, and they were interviewing for summer jobs, although they actually called them pre-apprenticeship program. It seems to be the new lingo out there. Talk to me a little bit more about kids who want to get involved in the Youth Career Connect program. How do they access that program at their schools? When do they need to do that? Is that when they come into those schools in 9th grade?
Yes, I would engage the youth and the parents if they're in Parkdale, Potomac, Fairmont Heights, or Bladensburg to really talk to your guidance counselors. It's there for people who are in the healthcare career academy or the IT career academy. So they just need to get involved and talk to their guidance counselor. Say, hey, I know I'm at one of these 4 schools. I want to talk about the healthcare or IT career academies in the Youth Career Connect program. So we're happening from 9th through 12th grade. So they just need to plug in. They will be directed to a counselor that specifically works with that program to give them eligibility. It's simple. Take the form home, sign it with your parents, and just make sure that you're in one of those career academies. And then for people who want a long-term career in IT or healthcare, that program helps them get into college, start working with employers at a very young age, and really get immersed into those industries.
Yeah, I was really impressed by the employers I talked to. I had a chance to talk to an employer with NASA Goddard, and they are offering amazing summer job opportunities for our kids to participate in at a level that I don't think I was doing until I was in college. It was quite impressive. And then I know CVS Pharmacy was there and other employers. So an awesome program for our kids to get involved in. And if I remember correctly, this was initiated by our former president, President Obama.
Yes, it was a President Obama initiative. He actually came to Prince George County and launched this program in Prince George's County and talked about the importance of giving our youth a chance. As you just mentioned, people are at PEPCO, they're at National Institute of Health, they're at NASA participating in experiments and work experience of satellites, new technology, new healthcare that you and I both probably are amazed. So this is a great experience for Prince George County residents. We're the largest Youth Career Connect program in the country.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that, Walter.
We are.
That's amazing. That's amazing. How many kids are part of the Youth Career Connect program now?
So total throughout the year so far, we serve close to 1,000 students, helping to put them on the right track into the county's most in-demand industries. People don't realize that at any given time in the DC Metro, there's 3,000 available IT jobs every day. Healthcare, we're building a new regional medical center. So for those who are looking for a long-term career plan and growth and some immediate immersion and experience into this field, the Youth Career Connect program is where they need to try to align with.
And are those really the fastest growing industries that we're seeing, the IT and healthcare industry? Is that what we're seeing in terms of jobs every day, that there's more job opportunities, well-paid job opportunities?
Definitely in this region, IT and healthcare, followed by construction trades, transportation, warehouse and distribution and logistics, hospitality and accommodation, and then as well as some of your other professional services.
And then in terms of businesses, if they were interested in getting involved with workforce development, helping to support our summer youth, what are the ways that businesses can tap into that?
So what we try to tell businesses is, what's your 10-year plan? Are you interested in a qualified and talented pipeline? Most businesses are going to say yes. So they can really access all of our services. That means we can provide you with internships. If you want to do a mentoring, if you want to provide an immersion into your industry, if you don't see, a lot of businesses say, hey, people don't know what we do. So we invite them into the high schools to connect with these programs. They can give us a call at 301-618-8425. 301-618-8425, and just say, hey, I'm trying to find a way to tap into the wonderful talent pipeline in Prince George County, and we will direct them to the correct point of contact.
That's wonderful. And we really do have such this deep talent pool here in Prince George's County in so many different ways. What other opportunities are out there that you might be involved in with youth?
So there's a lot of different opportunities. We have some industry bridge programs. They were highlighted by the Department of Labor, really being able to take our residents and place them into the most in-demand industries. We have our Construction Works program, our Sustainable Energy Workforce Development Program. We're one of the largest producers of solar energy in the state of Maryland. We want to drive people to that growing industry. There's also an educational partnership for IT careers. This is one of the newest programs. Our Hospitality and Accommodation Institute. All of these programs are designed to meet the needs of business by the county being flexible in our programming, and our youth from across the county can take advantage of this. This opportunity is that when they graduate, before they graduate, to provide them the experiences and connections to qualified jobs. And we're talking about employment opportunities, summer employment opportunities that can pay up to $15 an hour, and long-term employment opportunities that start at $50,000 to $60,000 a year. I remember when I was 17 or 18, if somebody would have paid me $60,000 a year, I'd be going through the roof.
I know I would too. All of the jobs that I saw last week at the fair were really remarkable to me. I remember my first job. I waitressed at Pizza Hut. I was a camp counselor one year. I did teller in a bank for a few summers. So, but those experiences are just so important for all of our kids to be able to tap into, build their resume, build their expertise, and frankly, try out different career options that are out there and understand better what they like and what they want to do more of.
It's amazing. We have people right now, youth, 14 or 15, who are designing the drone technology that our military can't even tell general civilians about. And what's really why I'm really excited about this is now that we're going into our 4th year of our program, we have students who started out in summer internships that are now in freshmen at Bowie State who are EPA IT contractors getting paid great money, but they're also getting their security clearances. They're going to be one of the few people that when they graduate from college, they're going to have a security clearance, a high-wage job, and 5 years of experience into the field. They're going to be light years ahead of their other counterparts. And again, just making our county and them more experienced, more qualified, and more competitive.
So once again, the Youth Career Connect program, that's at Bladensburg, Parkdale High School, Fairmont Heights, and Potomac. And we have about 1,000 kids a year who are going through that program.
So far, we've had about 1,000 a year.
1,000 going through. And then you mentioned earlier a program called Keys.
Yes.
Speak about Keys just for a minute.
So Knowledge Equals Youth Success is our longest standing youth program. We work with 14 to 18 in-school youth, but we also work with 18 to 24. If they graduated or don't know their career path, they provide mentoring, training, career readiness. They also provide summer internships and work experiences. But what's unique about Keys is they provide year-round internships and work experiences to really help people on their pathway. And what's fun is a lot of students is we do a lot of college tours. They go to about 8 to 12 colleges throughout the year to really determine their next step.
And how do they sign up for them for the Keys program?
301-618-8425. We have a great website, princegeorgesworkforce.org. They can go to that website, see video testimonials, talk with staff, get information about the trainings. So either visit our website or give us a call at 301-618-8425.
And that's accessible for anyone here in Prince George's County who's a high school student?
Yes, high school student or a high school graduate.
Okay.
Or if you didn't complete high school and you're trying to figure out a second chance or a second round, you must be a Prince George's County resident. There's some other eligibility guidelines. But we have a lot of programs and a lot of funding streams that allow us to be pretty flexible. So all they need to do is give us a call. We need people to call us today.
Okay. That is really exciting to hear. And so I really hope folks are listening and taking down these notes and definitely can Google Prince George's County Workforce Development and get tapped into the Keys program, the Youth Career Connect program. And what's that number again, Walter?
301-618-8425. If that's hard, because we know we're talking to youth, you can find us at YCC or Keys on Facebook, social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're everywhere.
You're everywhere. Awesome. Well, I really am so excited that you're here today. And I'm really excited about how much we have been growing our workforce development division here in Prince George's County, and particularly our access for our youth to be able to tap into this tremendous business network that we're growing here in Prince George's County and really get trained here in Prince George's County and frankly grow with this county so that they can get the tools that they need to go on and live their dreams and frankly be able to make an incredibly high living wage.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize we have one of the top workforce systems in Maryland. We've exceeded all of our federal measures, and we touch over 1,000 businesses per year.
Well, thank you again for being here, Walter.
Thank you.
It's time for a brief break, but don't go away. We return in just a moment with my next guest and more important job information for young Prince Georgians. Council Connection, together strengthening our communities, returns after this.
No matter what kind of shape, form, or fashion these kids come into my home, I get them into shape, and when they leave out when they go away with a smile, and I feel like, yes, that's the whole purpose of me being the foster parent, because I enjoy doing this. I just have a passion for kids. The beginning when wanting to become a foster parent to give back, to watching my 17-year-old daughter. It's no other reward but that, just the enjoyment of giving back and seeing these kids smile at the end of the day. bringing a child into your home, it's always worth it because we're touching the lives of these children, our future. These are our future. Kids need families like yours. Make a difference. Call 877-800-FOSTER.
Welcome back to Council Connection, Together Strengthening Our Communities, a production of the Prince George's County Council. I'm Council Chair Dannielle Glaros, your host, and I'm now joined by Stephanie Maxwell, the Director of the county's Office of Human Resources Management. That's the office where you'll find the county's Youth at Work program. So I'm really glad, Stephanie, you could join us today to talk about what job opportunities the county offers and help us make businesses and nonprofits aware that there are great young people in our county waiting to be hired. It's my pleasure to welcome Stephanie Maxwell to Council Connection, Together Strengthening Our Communities. Thanks again, Stephanie, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you so much for all the work that your team and you have been doing at the Youth at Work Summer Youth program that we have here in Prince George's County. Can you share a little bit more about that program?
Sure. Well, the program is basically something that we've always had a summer youth program, but it was rebranded and born, again, I would call it, back in 2013, when we really saw a need. County Executive, County Council saw a need that, we had over 4,000 applications, and basically we were placing about 200 to 300 students in jobs within county departments. So, as part of just looking at the need in the community, we decided, that we need to do something bigger. And there's no I in team, that we needed to bring in collaborators and stakeholders to assist us with this. And that really it should be part of a give back for the community. And in terms of succession planning, how we develop our youth. So that's how this rebranding was born, where we actually got together, county council was involved. We've got, community stakeholders, private sector, park and planning, a lot of different entities, the school system, where we came together and decided how can we make this work for the betterment of the youth and for the families.
So approximately how many youth each year are involved in the program?
So now we went from placing about 200 to 300 to we're over 3,000.
That's amazing. And I remember when the county council worked with the county executive to really increase the budget to make this all work. What's unique to me about this program is also the training component that we do. We really invest in the training for our youth for the summer, and then they're on the sites for about 6 weeks. Can you talk a little bit more about that training piece, and then when they're on the site, what additional training they're receiving?
Sure. So one of our big collaborators and partners is Prince George's Community College. And so we've been working with them now since the rebranding of the program, and they provide the job readiness component. It's a wonderful component where the students are actually trained over a 6 to 8 week period on Saturdays, starting back in January. And it usually goes through about spring, like the end of March, where they are actually meeting on different campuses in different schools where they come in and they assist us with the sites. And we kind of give them those soft skills and, in terms of readiness, how you present yourself, how you dress for work. We have a financial piece. We have a computer piece. We have training mentors and coaches involved through this process that they give up their Saturdays for about 3 to 4 hours a Saturday, where they are in these training sessions that are hosted, amongst the high schools. And we have a team of people, that are garnered together with the community college that really develops and helps them to prepare to be ready for the workforce. And we call it Bring Your A Game.
Oh, I like that title. I really like that title.
And so it means a lot.
And what's the age range of the youth that are involved in the program?
So 15 is when we start to 19.
15 to 19.
So 15 to 19 years old.
And is there a limit on how many years you can participate?
Yes, there is.
There is. Okay.
So it's 2 years.
Okay.
And the reason we do that is because we want to expose as many students as we can. So, after you've had your second year, and that doesn't mean that you can't be brought back on by one of the employers.
Right.
But in terms of us being able to develop and fund and so forth, that we want to, expand the opportunity for as many students as we can. So we give it a 2-year cycle. And then in the second year, after you've had the job readiness component or training, we have a career pathways for those second year students, those mature ones that went through the intense job readiness training the first time. And that exposes them to different careers in like hospitality, business, information technology, healthcare. So we really try to help develop and plant the seeds in the youth so they can kind of think about the different industries out there and be more prepared for the workforce.
I'm just so jealous. I wish I had a program like this when I was
do
a
too.
kid. Because I remember what it was like looking for that first job, and I wish I had something quite like this
I
back
actually
then.
do too.
And I really do think this is like the hidden secret in some ways here in Prince George's County. So many people don't realize. They hear a lot about DC's program, their summer job program.
Yeah.
They don't realize that 3,000 every year, 3,000 youth here in
And
Prince George's
growing.
County
And growing.
are part of this program that
Yes.
also has this very intentional training component
Absolutely.
built into it. So if you didn't sign up, you earlier on in this year, but you're still interested in possibly tapping into summer opportunities, is it too late? Can you still sign up? What's the process for that?
So the process in terms of the job readiness piece,
Yeah.
that's, we finished up our last session, I believe was the end of March.
Okay.
Right, so now we're kind of putting the list together in terms of placements, and those youth will find out where they are sometime in May.
Okay.
Now in terms of, students that may have missed that,
Yep.
there was also the application piece that went out and that closed for the county.
Okay.
But I still would say for students that may have missed opportunities to contact our office, because we still have, opportunities and connections with others that may be looking to bring on youth.
Right.
Right.
Okay. And how would they reach out to your office?
So
What's the
they
best way to connect?
So
in?
the best way, first of all, there's a couple of ways. The best way for something that we're talking about is, I'll give you the number, which is 301-883-6300. But we're also, for the students, we also are on Facebook. We're also on Instagram.
Okay.
We have those. And we're also, we have a website, which is Youth at Work, which is youthatwork.mypgc.us.
Okay.
And then when you go on that site, you'll see our beautiful site with a lot of opportunity. And also that's a good way for those that are interested from the business perspective. We have a business link there that they can link onto.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you looking for in businesses or nonprofits that would be interested in providing a location for summer youth opportunities?
First, we're looking for those businesses and nonprofits to have a passion for what we do.
Okay.
I just actually spoke with a group of business partners before I came here to say, you know what, we're looking for people that are truly interested in engaging these young people and have a passion for serving. It's part of philanthropy.
Right.
And, to help develop them in deciding what their purpose is and what they want to do. Even with our own departments, we want whoever's going to be mentoring them, don't have it as another duty as assigned.
Right.
Let it be somebody that really is committed to this. And that's what we want. So if they're really committed in a give back and exposing some young people, then contact us, please, because we need you.
Okay.
Well,
and it seems to me also that if you're a kid out there, you're like, oh, I didn't know about this program. This sounds absolutely awesome. There's still opportunities and definitely reach out, but definitely make sure you participate for the following summer coming up.
Absolutely, because
And when's that deadline? Like if they were to think about the year, are they reaching out to you then in the fall to already think about the next summer? Where do they get engaged for the training that happened?
So we do a lot of outreach. We do a lot of outreach starting, right in August and September, and even before, where we have information that the schools disseminate information, where we go to community events. When there are community town halls, we are there. We try to be present to engage. We are usually on the list when people speak with people at community events. So we try to get the messaging out there through our community, through a lot of our stakeholders.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the program itself, it's 6 weeks then, or is it right? 6 weeks over the summer?
In terms of working?
In
Yeah.
terms of working.
Yes.
And who pays them? What is the salary associated with that?
So if they get jobs within the county government or with the nonprofits, we pay them, we county, through our youth fund.
Okay.
So that's what happens. And with the private sector businesses, they pay them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I think it's good to know. Once again, this is one of those
absolutely.
services that the county government is providing, right, to make sure that our youth are getting opportunities that they need.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, all of those access and opportunities is really key to making sure that
it
they
is.
can fulfill their dreams
Absolutely.
and go on and achieve
Right.
wonderful things for their
Yes.
families.
Yes, and helping them to decide what those dreams are. You want to expose them to a lot of things. As I said earlier today, you want to give them an eclectic menu of opportunity.
Exactly.
So that they may not even know what they want to do yet. And then we take that opportunity to expose them to a lot of different things.
Right.
And also for them to develop mentors along the way
Right.
that can be there with them and talk
Yep.
with them and support them.
Yep.
Because life's a journey.
Your life is totally a journey. I think both of you and I would be sort of testimonies to that. We were talking before. You started off as a journalist,
Yes.
right? And now you're the director of the county's Office of Human Resources Management.
Yes, go figure.
You know, I majored in economics when I was in college. I don't think I'd ever envisioned that I would sit here as an elected official. So you never know the journey you're going to go on, the pathway you're going to take.
And you want to be prepared.
I think that's about right. So highlight for me some of the businesses or nonprofits or other entities that are part of the summer jobs. What type of jobs are what type of companies would people work with, organizations?
When I start with this, I'll say with private sector, our first big partner in the private sector was Six Flags.
Okay.
They were the first. And since then, we've brought in Pepco.
wonderful.
And we've got Geico. We've got Kaiser. We've got MGM.
Okay.
So we've just got Shoppers. We've just got
wonderful.
a lot of partners now. And, you know, in the nonprofit space, we have those that are into the arts. We have, you know, information technology, the Patriots. We just have a lot of different in all facets in healthcare. Of course, we have park and planning that's very much involved with us too. We've got Department of Agriculture. So we've just got a lot of different menus out there for the students, and which we enjoy. Yeah, so if you're interested in just being outside all day, you can do that. You know, you can be outside all day, and if you're one that's information technology, we've got a place for you at a lot of different sites there too. So it's been good.
I know our office for the last few years has had youth come through the program, and it's just been wonderful to get to meet them and hear a little bit more and work with them actually. And we've actually had, just like you mentioned, sometimes even if you can't be involved in the program again, employers are interested in having you come back for the summer, and so it's a real jumping point for the next position you might take, or when you go on to college, to be able to put that out on your resume that you've had this great summer job opportunity.
And we get great feedback from the employers about how well the students do, and you know the expectations, and that you know a lot of them they ask to come back. We've had a few students actually that have been given other opportunities for those that were in school. Like Pepco has a site I think close to where Frostburg is, and so they kept a student on, and so I mean they develop these relationships and they pivot, which is wonderful.
And so one other last thing as we think about this, I know you started off by saying we have about 3,000 and growing, right? So I bet you have a dream, Stephanie, of where you would like to grow those to. Where would you like to see us be?
So I want us to get as large as we can, but I would have to say the first ding for me is, you know, we started this journey saying we have 4,000 applications and 300 jobs. So we're about at 3,100 this year. Every year we stretch it further. So when we hit that ding on the 4,000, the sky's the limit.
Wonderful. Share your website one more time and the phone number so people know how to connect with you.
Absolutely. So youthatwork.mypgc.us, phone number 301-883-6300.
Wonderful. Thank you again, Stephanie, for joining us today.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Happy to. My thanks to Stephanie Maxwell and Walter Simmons for joining us and sharing such vital information for our young people seeking work internships or job training in Prince George's County, and for businesses and nonprofits seeking to employ them. What a great first county connection we have made. This has been Council Connection, Together Strengthening Our Communities, a production of the Prince George's County Council. I'm Council Chair Dannielle Glaros, your host. Stay connected.
I'm 5'11", barely 5'4".
I weigh about 170 pounds.
Brown eyes. Blue eyes.
Brown hair.
Gray hair.
I'm a baseball fanatic.
I'm a wife.
A mom.
A sister.
And a grandfather.
I'm a bodybuilder.
I'm a research analyst.
Small business owner.
Teacher.
Dance fitness instructor.
Film and television actor.
I'm an office clerk.
I'm a copywriter.
I'm a veteran.
I have a prosthetic leg.
I have multiple sclerosis.
I have lupus.
Cerebral palsy.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
I'm blind.
And I'm working in a job I love.
I love. Because I was given a chance.
Because I was given a chance.
To contribute my skills and talents.
To show my disability is only one part of who I am.
Who I am.
Who I am.
At work, it's what people can do that matters.
For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.